Have you ever had one of those days where no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to get anything done? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into the 5 signs you're not lazy. It's ADHD. So, grab a comfy seat and let's unravel this together. Sign 1. The time warp. Ever start a task and suddenly it's 3 hours later and you've barely made a dent? It's not just you being slow. Time management can be a real struggle with ADHD. Let's talk about Jack. Jack's a regular guy and he's got a project due. He sits down, opens his laptop, and starts working. But then, he checks the time and whoa, it's been hours! He's only written 2 sentences. This isn't because Jack's lazy. Nope. It's because his brain handles time differently, thanks to ADHD. Here's an example. Imagine you're baking cookies. You put them in the oven and think, I'll just clean up while they bake. But then, you get caught up in a video on your phone. Before you know it, you smell something burning. You forgot about the cookies. That's what it's like for Jack all the time. He plans to do things, but time just slips away. So, when you see someone struggling to finish stuff, remember Jack and his burnt cookies. It might not be laziness. It could be ADHD playing tricks with their time. Sign 2. The interest switch. You're all in or not at all. If something doesn't spark your interest, it's like trying to start a fire with wet wood. But when you're into it, you're a powerhouse. Zoe's got a passion for dancing. When music plays, she feels like she can conquer the world. But when it's time to do her science project, it's like her brain is walking through mud. This isn't because Zoe doesn't care. It's because with ADHD, if something isn't grabbing her attention, it's really tough to stick with it. Let's say you're watching your favorite show. You're hooked, episode after episode. But then you have to stop and do dishes. Feels like a drag, right? That's Zoe with her science project. It's not that she's not trying, it's just that her ADHD makes it hard to shift gears from something exciting to something not so exciting. Sign 3. The forgetful mind. Keys, phone, wallet, they've all played hide and seek without your permission. It's not carelessness, it's just your brain juggling too much at once. Picture this, there's a guy named Sam. Sam's got a lot on his mind, like a lot of us do. He's always misplacing his stuff. His keys end up in the fridge, his phone in the laundry basket. It's not because he's scatterbrained. It's because his ADHD makes it super easy to forget where things go. Here's a simple way to see it. Imagine you're carrying a bunch of balloons. Each one is a thought or a thing you need to remember. Suddenly, a gust of wind comes, and you lose grip of a couple. That's Sam's everyday challenge. He's holding on to so many thoughts that sometimes, a few just slip away. It's not carelessness, it's just how his brain is juggling everything. Sign 4. The energy roller coaster. Some days you're a human dynamo. Other days, you're more sloth than person. This inconsistent energy level is classic ADHD, not laziness. Let's meet Leo. Leo's like a battery. Some days he's fully charged and buzzing with energy, ready to run a marathon or tackle a mountain of chores. But other days, he feels like his battery's drained, barely able to get off the couch. It's not because he's choosing to be a couch potato. It's because ADHD can make your energy levels go up and down like a yo-yo. Think of it like your phone battery. Some days it lasts all day, and you're texting, playing games, and watching videos nonstop. But then there are days it just dies on you by lunchtime, even though you didn't do anything different. That's how unpredictable Leo's energy can be. It's not laziness, it's just the way ADHD affects him. Sign 5. The task juggler. Starting a task is one thing, finishing it is another. If your to-do list looks more like a started but not finished list, it might be ADHD, not a lack of effort. Imagine a girl named Emma. Emma's got a big heart and even bigger dreams. She starts lots of projects because she wants to do so many things. She begins painting a mural, then starts writing a story, then moves on to planting a garden. But finishing them? That's where it gets tricky. It's not because Emma doesn't care about what she starts. It's because ADHD makes it hard to stick with one thing until it's done. Think about when you're at a buffet. You see all these delicious foods and you want to try a bit of everything. So you fill your plate with a little of this and a little of that. But by the time you sit down to eat, you're not hungry enough to finish it all. That's like Emma with her projects. She's excited to start them, but finishing them is like trying to eat a full plate when you're already full. It's not a lack of will, it's just how ADHD can scatter your focus. If any of these signs hit home, know that you're not just being lazy. ADHD has many faces, and understanding it is the first step to managing it. Now, if you found this video helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Got thoughts or experiences to share? Drop a comment below. We love hearing from you. And if you're curious about more resources on ADHD, check out the links in the description. Until next time, keep being awesome.